Hi, I'm Kristi Coppa, founder and CEO of Wondergrade, helping families build skills to understand feelings, handle emotions, and strengthen relationships. In addition to running Wondergrade, I'm also a mom with a deep desire to help my own kids learn healthy ways to relate to their emotions from a young age. I know through research that nurturing your child's emotional well being starts with nurturing your own. So, here are the top 5 strategies that I use to promote my own well being and mental wellness. Number 1, notice and name the feeling. I practice being mindful of what feelings really feel like in my body and the bodily sensations I have, and then accurately name that feeling. The first time I was asked to teach my content in a live class, I had all sorts of imposter syndrome. I thought I would be laughed out of the room and that people would realize I wasn't actually the expert they thought I was, and everyone would ask for their money back. It was also a goal that I'd achieved after years of work. Real people and real kids were paying good money to learn from me. It was mind boggling to me. I remember driving to my first class and feeling that common tight chest and fluttery tummy of anxiety. Since I have done so much mindfulness work and recognizing the sensations in my body, I could feel it instantly. I also knew that this was the exact thing I felt when I was excited. So I said out loud to myself, I am feeling a little nervous and also really excited. This helped reframe the feelings and got me into a more positive state. The class was a huge hit, and I loved every minute of sharing my work with families. With the reminder that my body was feeling excitement, I was able to start with a positive mindset and use that energy for good, instead of feeling like I was trying to stop anxiety. Number 2, thoughts are not facts. Whether due to my biology or upbringing, I have always struggled with feeling not good enough. I think that no matter how hard I try, I still won't be good enough. I decided to combat this thought and replace it with the truth that I am worthy and enough no matter what I do or don't do. To help me visualize and practice this, I bought 2 little plants. One of them represented the truth that I was enough, and the other represented the thought that I wasn't good enough. Every morning, I took time to bring mindful awareness to my thoughts. I would meditate on the truth that I was worthy and enough, and then I would water that plant. After some time, the worthy plant began to grow and flourish, and the not worthy plant started to shrivel and die. My thoughts also followed this pattern. This was an incredibly impactful practice for me and something I think of often. I still feel unworthy all the time, but I can pause and remember my little plant thriving and remind myself of the power of talking back to my thoughts. Number 3, practice self compassion. When my daughter was first diagnosed with anxiety, I felt like I had done something wrong as a mom. Maybe I didn't provide her with the safe feeling when she was an infant, or maybe my husband and I fought too much in front of her. Maybe I ate something wrong in pregnancy. Self compassion practice helped me move through these difficult feelings and destructive thoughts. I spent quite a bit of time on self compassion when my daughter was struggling. I practiced recognizing that the feelings of inadequacy I had were real and that many people had similar feelings in these situations. I was far from alone in feeling what I was. I also practiced giving myself the love and care that I needed to get through the difficult time. This led me to be more available and open to all that she was going through, and thus opened me up to getting her the resources that she needed. Number 4, practice a growth mindset. A growth mindset is not something that comes naturally to me, so it's been an intentional practice. One thing that I have practiced through my entrepreneurship journey is rephrasing my sentences by adding yet to the end. If I felt like something was impossible, instead of saying, I can't do this, I would say, yes, awkwardly out loud, I can't do this yet. It trained my brain to look at hard situations as growth opportunities and helped me power through the many setbacks I encountered as I tried to launch my business. And number 5, tell yourself a story. This is one of Brene Brown's nuggets of wisdom. She says to be weary and mindful of the story that you tell yourself. Sometimes you tell yourself a story that isn't true. Like my daughter might come home from soccer practice and say, I'm terrible at soccer because she didn't score a goal. That's the story that she's telling herself, and it probably isn't true. Instead, we talk about the game and tell ourselves a story about the game that feels better and is also true. Remember when you passed the ball to your teammate? It might remind her that she didn't score the goal, but your team scored a goal because of your hard work. That means that not only are you great at soccer, but most importantly, you are a great friend and a teammate.